My name is Larry Etter. I'm Senior Vice President with Malco Theaters based here in Memphis, Tennessee. We operate 36 different locations with 375 screens. We're a regional company and very, very proud of what we do in the exhibition industry.
My name is Adrian Tucker. I'm the General Manager of the Malco Theaters in Collierville. The customer would come up and place the order, and then we would hand them a pager like you would get at a restaurant, and then they'd go sit down. When the order was fulfilled, we would page the buzzer in the system, and they'd come and bring it back. So I would actually have employees sit there and wait for the customer to bring them the buzzer, and it was just a long process sometimes because they wouldn't want to get up.
The issue with the pagers, one, they do break. People do forget to bring them back. The batteries die, and so there was always this equipment issue. So Apex kind of solves that problem for us. I think the key issue is that Apex gives us the opportunity to use the technology that the guest is familiar with, i.e. their cell phones. And so we can then text them, here's your message, and we don't have to worry about the pagers breaking down anymore. Well, we're very fortunate that we already had Vista in our theaters, and their software integrates perfectly with Apex, and so we didn't have to make any adjustments or any changes to make that work.
The new process with the lockers, the customer comes up, places their order. In the Vista system, we enter the phone number, and then at that point, it goes to the kitchen, and then once the order's fulfilled, it goes to our kitchen printer in the back, prints it out, and we have a kitchen monitor also that shows the order. We show that it's made. At that point, it's in Apex's system, and it goes in the locker.
My peers in the industry would tell you that when you have in-theater dining, you increase your labor significantly because you have to have food runners to run from the kitchen to the auditoriums. This particular setup eliminates at least that much labor. I could say 5, 10, 12 per location. We now have one runner that runs the food when it's prepared directly to the lockers, drops it off, sets it, and then picks up the next order. You know, it's if you had 10 employees times, I'll say $15 an hour, times 10 hours, you can do the math, and that's really what it's saving us. So it's, $1,000 a day in labor. That's significant. That's significant.
My name is Maurice Owens. I'm the general manager of the Malco Stage Cinema. As far as the lighting, that helps a lot. The green means go. That means there's something in there, and usually after 15 minutes, it'll flash. And that means that we may need to remake the order or check on it just to make sure everything stays fresh. The lighting helps a lot. It also flashes if the customer doesn't push the door completely closed, which helps too.
I think a lot of people forget that when you go to a movie theater, you have 1,400 seats. When you go to a restaurant, there are 120 seats. And you're serving people over a period of, an hour and a half to 2 hours when you go to dinner, for example. But in a movie theater, people only have 15 to 20 minutes to eat. And if you have 1,400 people all trying to order food, that's a massive operation. So this is one of the reasons we're looking at Apex, because we need that turnover. We need those less than 5-minute turn times. And so far, everything's exceeded our expectations.
Tell you to go for it. It makes things much easier for us. And the customers are happy with it as well.
Feedback's been great. They love it. They think it's really cool and modern. Everybody has their cell phone, so it's real easy.
If I was to give anyone any advice, I would say, trust the people that know what they're doing. The Apex people do know what they're doing, and so, my advice is to listen, trust, execute.